Refreshed. Yes. Snooky had a wee holiday. She had a wee holiday. I mean, geez, I was just worried. But she was a good girl. She was a good girl. She had. Right enough. So, first and foremost, let me know you're hearing me okay, because I think the thing we might be a bit good. Oh no, it's fairly good, that's alright. Anyway, you hearing me? Are you hearing me loud and clear? Are you hearing me? Hello? Is anybody there? Good evening, Karen and so far. Right, first person to say, yes, I'm hearing you loud and clear, gets a prize. So, come on, the first one. Oh, there's Mihi as well. Hello. Yes, Gina gets the prize. Yep, loud and clear. She gets the prize of paying attention. Good. Loud and proud. Brilliant. Great. So, first and foremost, a big warm welcome to all the new Soul Family subscribers, and just, I mean, I always put out to like Thomas and to Spirit, yes, by all means, we want the channel to grow because we want to get more subscribers, but I don't want it to grow in such a way that it just grows overnight, and then that algorithm picks up and knows that Karen's probably on here and YouTube doing things that she's not supposed to. So yes, it is growing. It is growing. So a big warm welcome to new subscribers. Okay. I've got their questions, because people who are here, who've been here forever, they all know to put their questions in capitals. Now, I know that's not the done thing, because people think you're shouting at them, but I want you to shout the questions. I want you to shout them, okay, so I can see them. So anyway, I want to say a big welcome to, who is it? Who was it I saw that I hadn't noticed before? Oh, I'll no doubt find you. I think was it Shirley, maybe? Oh, I can't remember who it was. Was it Briggy? Might have been Briggy. I think Briggy might be new. Hi, Karen and everyone from a cool, windy morning in Auckland, New Zealand. Loud and clear, thanks. There we go. I think Briggy might be new. Either that or just under a pseudonym? Maybe hiding. Anyway, we'll say hello. We'll say what hello is. Oh, there's another wee question. We'll say hellos. So how was everybody's how was everybody's New Year? I must be going back the way. I wonder what happened to me at New Year that it's still in my mind. How was everybody's Easter? I had a nice Easter. I got a kind of a wee surprise. Well, it was a nice surprise. My friend, who's been trying to have a baby for the past maybe a year and a half, was finally pregnant. So that was lovely news. Babies June, December. As I say, all great people were born in December. All great people. Anyway, so let's see who's in. Who's in tonight? Oops. Right, who's in tonight? I've got your questions highlighted, but we'll just say hello, right? But your questions highlighted. So, hi, how are you? Anne's here. Hi, Anne. And Linda's here. Hi, Linda. And Pam's here. It's like taking the register. And Pam's here. Good morning, Karen. Good morning. It's evening here, but I know it's morning there. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning. You'll be having your breakfast. And Kiwi Mama Amira's here. Hello. How's the wee one? Hope she's okay. And all these people are here, you know. We're streaming on Facebook. You've got to watch Facebook though. So Facebook, Twitch, and obviously YouTube. I'm just trying this out to see. I tried Rumble, but I wasn't happy with it, so I'm going to try Twitch to put the American stuff on. Okay, so who else is here? Who else is here? Bella's here. Hi everyone. Hi Bella. And Ruth's here. Hello, keep wondering about charities and trusts, if anything will come to light. I've got that highlighted. I've got that one highlighted because that's something, Ruth, that I often wonder about as well, you know. Generally also in the UK. Aye, because they're always pleading poverty. Always pleading poverty, especially children in need. You wonder how much of it actually goes to the children in need, you know. Bella, I've got your question as well. So we'll say hello, a few more hellos. Mary Ann, hi. Hi, Karen, whole family, sending everyone love and light. Same to you. And Shirley's here. Hello, lovely Karen, Snooky, and wonderful soul family members. Wherever you are, Snooky's under bed sleep. Don't like her. And Gail's here. Woohoo, it's time 11 to you. Hi, Gail. And Evie's here. Morning, evening, one and all. You too. And I can never remember who this is. Maybe you don't want to know, people to know. Good evening, Karen and Soul family. And Carol's here. Hello from a wet and windy Manchester. Hope you're all well. Good. Is it this weekend that Mark Catwood's big do's on? I think it's this weekend. And Catherine's here. Hi, Karen. Hi, all. Hearing you fine. That's good. And Melania's here. Good morning to you, Karen and Snooky. Sending love and light to everyone from the Gold Coast, Australia. Nice. And Mihi. Hi, Mihi. Hello, beautiful Karen. Thank you for all you do. You too. You too. I've got yours. I think it's Mark. Should we prepare for more flooding in New Zealand? Hello, love from Nelson. Do you know, Mark, I'm going to do an update, an actual update for New Zealand, because I was getting a feeling that something else was coming. So, but I've got that highlighted, but I'll probably have a wee look into it, you know, loud and clear. And Lisa's here. Monica and Love and Light from, is that Wagana, New Zealand? Look forward to some positive news. Well, it's the news in Scotland. I mean, I think they're going to be arrested. I think they're going to get arrested. I can't say too much, obviously, because it's an ongoing investigation. But it shouldn't only be that part that's getting looked into. There should be a hell of a lot of them as well. But I'll start with them. And I've said hello to Briggy, but hello. Hi, Karen, and everyone from a cool, windy morning in Auckland, New Zealand. Loud and clear, thanks. Good. And Elvis here. Morning, Karen. Yes, I can hear you. And Pam's here. Yes, can hear you. Is Pam? No, I think. Are you new, Pam? Well, maybe you've just changed your background. Anyway, and Shirley's here. Hi, Shirley. And Bridget's here. Tony. Hi, Tony. Yeah, I can hear you. And Jude's here. Good sound. Brilliant, brilliant. Yeah, I can hear you. Good. Kathleen's here too. Absolutely loud and clear. Tony, good morning. Karen and Soul family. I think that's Alison's here. Alison, hi from New Zealand, hearing you loud and clear. Thank you. Hi, Alison. And Sarah. Hi, Sarah. I'm just going to highlight that because that's one I hadn't seen. So I've highlighted your question. Good morning, Soul family from Western Australia. Anybody else I've not said? Oh, there's Kerry. Hi, Kerry. Is it Namaste? Namaste? Karen and Soul family, glad to see you live. Walking dogs, cold and cloudy. Do you know, it was nice last week. It was nice on the Saturday. I was all set for the Sunday. Jeez, oh man, I had to get back from my coat. I had to get back from my coat. I was blinking freezing. I should have known when it was going to be like, oh, Kimberly's here too. Hi, Kimberly. And Pamela's here. Hi, Pamela. Roger's here. Hi. Hi, Soul Family. Morning, Karen. And Thomas. Thomas is here. Um, we're going to be setting things out because one of my friends drew them, lovely portraits, so you can actually see. Because I asked him, I didn't just say, when you do, but I was doing a reading. I can't remember when it was, and I'm like, where are you, Thomas? And I was away getting in their ear, because it was his hair. He's always got something about his hair. But anyway, they're going up over there, see where the black thing is. So that's where the one. Anyway. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Bella. Oh, right. So Briggy's been around for a few months, but usually misses the lives. So we'll say welcome anyway as well. Living Woman Amanda, Kia ora Karen from Napier, New Zealand. Morning, Amanda. I think. Oh, loyal Snooky follower here. Oh, and Joyce here too. Morning all from New Zealand. Handpicked waving. Oh, sorry, handpink waving. And Margaret's here. Hi, Margaret. Hi. Hi, Karen. Nice. Margaret. Hi, Karen. Got my coffee ready for the fun morning. That's good. Because I think yours went back, didn't it? Did you just go back? I know we went forward. I mean, Snooky is getting me up at 6:30 in the morning because her wee clock is still on that time, so it's 6:30. She's getting me up. Oh, hi, Kimberly. Thank you. Thanks, Kimberly. I've been there yet, Karen. It's like the song that never. Oh, tell me about it. I feel as if there's more and more information coming out. But listening to people that don't even believe it. But something isn't believable, unbelievable. There was a hell of a lot of stuff come out about that place, who is being attacked by its neighbour because of what it's been getting up to, that we're not allowed to say. Yeah, I'm in Manchester for the Markatwood Big Do. Oh, good. Well, let us know how it goes. I think my friend is down there as well. She's going to let me know how it goes too. Oh, there we go. Here's Tracy. It's Tracy from New Zealand. Yeah. Right, so we can get started. I don't think I've missed anybody. Oh, no, wait a minute. Sunny days. Morning. Right, let's see. And Angelie's here too. Morning, Karen Soul Family. Right, we'll get this too. And we'll get that one. And then I think that was a question as well. See, I go through them so I can highlight all the questions as well as saying hello. It's up. Oh, this is somebody on Patreon. So, welcome. I'm just about to start these readings. Okay. Vicky, hi Vicky, I think you might be new as well. Hi from, is that Papamoya? So welcome. Sylvia's here too. So I'm going to get started in a wee minute. I'd just like to see who's here. Who's here? Say hello. And Anna's here too. Morning from, is that Vapu? Vapu maybe? I think it might be Vapu. Right, okay, so, here's Pat. Hi Pat! Right, so we'll finish here with Pat, right, and then we'll go up and get these started. So the very first question I got was, hi Karen and all, would love to know when the CV Truths will be out here in New Zealand. As a result, when will Miss Teeth be outed for what she really truly is? Oh, I mean, she's away. Is it Prince William she's working with? Well, geez, oh man, imagine that's some reward. Imagine having to work with Prince William. Anyway, so when will Wait to see how we're going to work this. When will the CV truths come out in New Zealand? I'm going to have to take this off. It's typing up the wall already. There we go. It gets caught in the cards. Right. I say, how can I brighten this up? It was brightened up for about 10 minutes. Anyway, so, right. When will the truth about the CV? Do you know what? It's coming out over here. They're coming out over here. There's a demonstration tomorrow, so I'm going to see if I can get along to it. About the V injured, you know. Right, so when? Right, I feel as if it's not that long, it's not that far away, and I feel as if it's going to be a woman. It's going to start dropping them. I feel as if this might be a doctor. A doctor. And I feel as if she was ousted because she wouldn't take the prick. Right, there's two. The truths are going to come out, okay? He's like a writer, so I'm wondering if it's a lawyer. I've said before that I feel as if lawsuits are coming. I feel as if lawsuits are coming. Do you know what I'm seeing here as well? Like some of, you know how people in general in New Zealand feel safe? You know, they don't like change. They don't like change, right? People in general don't like change, right? But it's going to get very uncomfortable because they're not going to be able to hide it anymore, and people are going to have to face up to what was going on. That's what's going on. Right, the truth's going to come out, and it's going to come out as in it being all money, all money. I mean, it's coming out here because I've literally heard from the procurator fiscal over here. Well, literally me. I mean, when I read that, I was, oh Jesus, they've got up with me, but no, it's obviously other things that I can't get into just now, but yes, they're looking into it over here in Scotland. Will it be a whitewash? Well, I'm involved, so so I don't know if, I mean, I'll need to phone and see what it's all about, but it's about victims. It's about victims, that's all I can say. Right, anyway, to get back, but things are happening over here, and I've always said that you're about 6 months behind us, so things should be starting to come out now. And I mean, what happened in Albert Park, was it 2 weeks ago, was a big eye-opener for people, because I feel as if somebody's actually starting to speak in Parliament about it. Yep. It's beginning to stress people out because even over here, because they took these pricks, now they're kind of, oh my God, what's going on, you know? Right, I always get this as a lawyer. Right, so I feel as if I've got a male lawyer and a female lawyer now. I still see lawsuits. I see lawsuits over here, and I see lawsuits coming in around the world for what they did. I mean, they're still trying to push their nonsense. It's still a bit in the balance just now. It's still a bit in the air, you know, but it will come out. It will come out, okay? So as you know, that's the foundations of the question. So we'll go a wee bit deeper and see what happens. We'll see what happens. Right. Wow, well, do you know what I'm seeing? People are starting to open their third eye, starting to actually separate themselves from, the matrix kind of thing, taking a step back and actually looking around. Mind, I've always said it's like, you're looking this way and all you can see is what they want you to see, but people are kind of starting to see, and they can take in everything now. That's what I'm seeing here. They're actually starting to look past what's been going on. There's confusion. Because it's still a case of that. I know I went through it as well, but it's as if you've got 1 foot in and 1 foot out, like, the hokey blinking cokey, right? Where you don't want to let go, because some people think that's a safety net. Let's the government look after you, and it's like a safety net, and you've got to let go. Once you let go, and do you know what it is? It's letting go of the fear. Once you let go of the fear, nothing. You can see everything. You can see all the absolute rubbish you put out, the baloney that they dressed up as fact. People are at that confused stage where it's when they first wake up and you think, everything I've believed in is a big illusion. It's an illusion. And this is true, right? It's confused and then accepting that they've been lied to. Accepting it. Going back to the beginning. Going back to the basics of why am I here? Why are we here? It's certainly not to go and keep these absolute crazies in the manner they like to be kept. That's not why we're here. We're here to experience life, but not as they like it, not the life that they had for us. Do you know what I'm seeing as well? I'm seeing, and now, perhaps maybe you went through this as well, but see when you kind of first come out of the Matrix and everything, oh God, I've just said it. I've just said it in YouTube. But when you first come out of that maze that you're in, and it's like a rebirth. It's as if you're just maybe not a rebirth. That's maybe not the word I'm asking Thomas. What's the word I'm looking for? A reset? Oh, no. I don't want to say that. Jeez, oh man, that's a triggering word. But kind of pressing back to the beginning and what you're here for. And that kind of thing. Because we certainly weren't here to be enslaved. We didn't come here to be enslaved, Definitely, see, these cards come out after what I've said, right? All we have been is stressed out. And they like to keep us stressed out every single day. Stress, fear. Now we know, when we have woke up, we're looking for the quest that we're on. Because we're all here for a reason. So what's the quest? Why are we here? I feel as if we're here. I mean, everybody that's in the soul family knows that we're here for a purpose and we're here to bring them down. It's not going to be a magic wand, and yeah, that's great because it's a war and strategies and war. I've said it before, but this is for people who are new. Strategies and war change. They always do. And the person who, some of you might know, who said this was over and this was one and we're just sitting back and enjoying the show. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not enjoying this show. This isn't a show to be enjoyed because people are getting hurt. People are dying out there. And my aunt was one of them. So, maybe it was the wrong choice of words. But this isn't over at all. We're still through it. Yes, we're coming. We're at the better end of it. Where the light at the end of the tunnel, we can actually see it. But I can't hand in heart, say it's over. Yeah, time to make the guilty pay. Time to make them pay. I've always said that's my biggest worry, that they get away with it. That's my biggest worry. I don't think they will. I don't think some of them have. I think some of them are away. But yeah, it's our perception of it. Our perception. It's all about perception, and it always has been. What's your perception of it? You know, like say, when I was in, you know, tuned to the moon, as I say, you know, going out, working hard, and paying taxes for them. Oops, wait a minute, what's happened to you? Hold on, maybe come back. Oh, jeez, oh, what's going on? Right, hold on. Oh, that's it. The plane. The plane. Anyway, it's a case of what was I saying there that I nearly get cut off and maybe need to change the subjects. Yeah, it's your perception of it. It's funny how that just went like that. It is, but that is your perception of it. You know, as soon as I said that, the camera went off. And it's a case of they don't want you to see. They don't want you to see. You know, this is not for your eyes because they need us to keep the hamster wheel going, to keep paying the taxes, to keep them in the manner they like to be kept. Well, I'm sorry, we're fed up with that. We're not going to do it anymore. But we've got to take everybody with us. Some people won't be coming with us, and we've got to resign ourselves to that. That might be their sole contract. But those of us who are awake, we're coming out the other end. We will be coming out the other end, you know. So, oh, that one's it there. So, I'm asking Thomas, when will those in New Zealand actually start to see results? I feel as if you're seeing results just now. Because when you think about it, was it 2 years ago? Was it 2021 that I kind of came? I think because it was so dark and you couldn't see anything. And at least I couldn't. So when is she going to get her comeuppance? Mrs. Teeth. Whose teeth get bigger, you know, oh granny, what big teeth you have? Right. There is light coming, there's light there, but there's still, as you can see, right, there's still dark clouds. So, as I said, I don't like kind of, but I feel as if you need to know, there's still a bit of dark there, there's still a bit of darkness there, because they're still clearing it out, okay? Yep. New Zealand's at a crossroads now. New Zealand, the people of New Zealand are at the crossroads where, what do? We can't unsee what we've seen in, you know, Albert Park. We can't unsee that. It has woke up an awful lot of people. Not only did they wake up to the fact that they were lied to, and the fact that the media lied to them and the government lied to them, because what they saw was the exact opposite of what was portrayed and what was said. Oh, no, she's coming to do this and she's coming to do that and she's this and that, talking about Kelly-Jay. And what and Australia as well, but what was said and what was seen was the entire opposite. It was like, is it contrary you call it, where it's the exact opposite? It was the exact opposite. And it's opened a hell of a lot of eyes. There's still elements of the crazies in New Zealand. There's still not as many as there was, but there are still elements of them. But what I've said is you've got to watch about the other parties. There was one I watched, I think I put it on the Telegram, right? I put that on Telegram, where I think it was the guy, one of the men for Democracy Party, if it wasn't in New Zealand, I think it was New Zealand though, and he was talking, it was like as if he was in a hall, and he was talking, and I thought, I'm going to put that in Telegram in case you didn't see it, because he was exposing them all. Yep. News is coming out. Do you know what I'm getting? Look for something. Oh, mind Jesus, man, this is only April, but look for something coming round about maybe August, September, October. I feel as if that's when everything will start to drop, you know, because, and I feel, is that not when your election is, you know? Yep, the people are on the quest. The people, you know. Remember, the people are the white hats as well. Do you know what I'm seeing? This is for people in England as well. Something's going to come out of England or the UK that is going to open the eyes of the world. So whatever's going to go on, I feel as if it's getting a big kind of, you know, what they're going to try and do. It's going to be dropped. I'm going to do a reading on the coronation because I feel as if something's going to happen there. I mean, world leaders don't want to come to the coronation. Why? What did they know? What did they know? Do you know, I feel as if it might be towards the end of the year, but it'll be a case of people will be like, oh God, come on. But it'll be dropping and dropping and dropping, like truth bombs coming out. Drop, drop, drop. All the truth bombs, right? And coming out. That's what's going to happen. Right, so let's see if we can get a bit of a timeline. Right, a timeline, please, Thomas. So when? Right, it'll still not being it. Just don't let the past hold you back. So a case of overall, I don't feel as if the past will hold New Zealand back. Once the people of New Zealand know what the hell's going on and what was tried to be done. I mean, look out for the 15-minute cities and the 20-minute neighbourhoods that the crazies are going to try. I mean, they're trying it here. They had us all signed up to. Look out for that as well, because that's going to be a big eye-opener as well. Alright, so that was the first question. That was the first one. So, the second one is... Right, wait till I take that off so that I know that I've done that question. So, we'll take 1, 2, 3... Probably take about 5 and then have a break. And then do another couple. What's that one? Right, so what's the second question? Anne's, I think this is Anne's. So Anne's question is... Right, Anne. Hi, Karen. Can you please ask the cats if Sturgeon and her husband will go to jail? In fact, all of the politicians who are complicit within the SNP brought to justice. Blessings from Scotland. Oh, hi, Anne. 2 Scots together. Yeah, it was digging up the garden for me. And then the motorhome that they've bought for themselves. Obviously, we can't say too much because obviously it's an investigation, but I'm hoping it's not a whitewash. You know what I mean by whitewash? As in, they seem to be doing something. But I do feel as if there will be arrests. Look, that one's up there. Let's just see. Right. Will Sturgeon go to jail? I'm a Sturgeonator. Right. Right. Oh wow, do you know what I'm saying? When the things come out, I've got to watch what I'm saying. Not for the fact of it being, I've just got, because this is a bloody live investigation, right? When things start coming out of what they were getting up to, it'll be the people. It'll be the people that will be outraged. I mean, they were spending their money. They were, well, no me, I didn't get the money. I used to be in the SNP. And in 2017, I came out of the SNP because I knew she was a globalist. So I know things that was going on within it. Yep, the truth's going to come out about her and about what was going on. The truth is, I mean, Stu Campbell did a hell of a job exposing them. I mean, not only them, but the rest of them as well. So, wow, do you know what I'm seeing as well? Hell of a lot of bribes. There's loads of bribes going on. And I mean, we all know Anne that she was a darling. She's went from hero to zero, right? But she could do no wrong in the eyes of those who were in the Yes movement and those who were in the SNP. But I started seeing through her right away. When I met her that day, there was something about her I didn't like. She's no hero to the public anyway. They'll see through her. See through her. So that was the idea. Do you know what else I'm seeing then? And I've seen this before. I've seen this, was it Friday? It came into my mind. I feel as if this is, it might be police, but I feel as if there's a military kind of investigation behind this as well. And I kind of, because remember I done the Scotland update, and I felt there was more to come out. I still feel as if there's more to come out, but I feel as if this might be military as well. I mean, it was like the world and his mother was outside her door, you know. And everybody, you know, you always get the SNP faithful say, oh well, it's the unionists. That was the name. They're up to their necks in it as well. Yep. She's very worried. She should be. She should be worried. Absolutely. Do you know, a man that she tried to bring down is going to be the one to take her down. Wow. Somebody knows everything. Somebody was just biding their time. Biding their time. Yep, he was just biding his time, waiting. I mean, and it's not only just them. I mean, look at the Greens as well, and the Tories and Labour. They're all complicit. Yep, guilty. Wow, do you know what? They're looking in. Oh God, I mustn't promise how much I can say. They're looking into little people. Little people. Right, I get that. The people are going to rejoice. I feel as if Suzanne's going to get taken down. See, this always comes out. It always came out when I was doing Mrs. Teeth as well. This always comes out when I'm doing their side, and they're always wanting forgiveness. They'll try and play that I didn't know. I was just doing my job. No. That's not going to wash. Do you know? She's got such a big ego that she's wondering why the people turned against her. That's so she's the biggest ego. Do you know, for some it will be bittersweet because some people are still holding out and thinking, as I said, it's you know, the Unionists, it's Westminster, it's there was a part of that, but this isn't. This is that you know this is the aim coming after her. I feel as if do you know? I'm asking how much I can say. There'll be others, and look at all the people who resigned, like Swinney and all the ones in the NEC. And do you know the biggest laugh I had the day was they can't even put their party, their political party on Twitter. The Tories do the same now. They don't put their who they're affiliated with. They wonder. No wonder. They don't put it on Twitter now. Yeah, very, very, very disappointing. She knows the game's a bogey, as they say in Scotland. The game's a bogey. You know, what is it that we say? I don't know. We used to say this when we were young, you know, the game's a bogey, the man in the lobby, come out, wherever you are, the game's a bogey, you know. That'll be the minions. Do you know that I feel as if that's quite funny that came into my mind, because I feel as if that's for the whole lot of them. The whole lot of them. Or the minions around the world of the WEF and the World Health Organisation, as I call it. The game's a bogey. You know, the game's a bogey, the man in the lobby, come out, wherever you are. I feel as if they're going to start rounding them up. I feel as if that's what's going to start happening. Oh, not much to do. Oh, okay. That's that one. Do you know what I'm getting? There's nowhere to hide. There's nowhere to hide for them. Nowhere to hide. Move this out a bit. Right, these two wanted out. Right. I get this as a young woman, right, in that party, and I don't feel as if it's Kate. I feel as if it's Ash. I feel as if she'll bring them all down. And I feel as if she's very protected. But there's also a young man in that party as well who's going to do the same. I feel as if they've been put there. They've been put there. Definitely, just like warrior spirits. Warrior spirits. I feel as if this, like, you know, I don't feel as if Hamza's going to last any length of time as being a First Minister. I feel as if a young lassie will take over, a young woman will take over. I feel as if it's all going to collapse. The House of Cards is coming down, both in Scotland and in Westminster, because they can't keep going. They can't keep going. Yep, powerful man. I feel as if something's going to. Even the royal families know is, you know, mind everybody used to worship them, used to worship the Queen. Well, I feel as if the royals died when the Queen went, because I feel as if there's a strong man when exposing them all. This man's behind the scenes. He's behind the scenes. Wow, do you know what I'm saying as well? A rebirth coming to Scotland. I'm wondering if that means that Scotland's going to be independent. Right now, I feel as if we all need to work together though, you know, on the island. Work together. The people need to work together and shift them and get them out. Them all. It's almost checkmate, I'm hearing. It's almost checkmate for them. I feel as if, I said right away that I feel as if they will go to jail. I'll be absolutely gobsmacked if they don't. Yep, a fiery climax approaches. Further investigation. I just hope they're not going through. I don't feel as if they are just going through the motions. I feel as if this is a takedown coming, and it's the UK. You know, it might be the UK first. But I feel as if, having said that, right, I feel as if there's takedowns by, you know, maybe Australia, the UK. It's definitely some sort of takedown coming out in the UK, right, and New Zealand. And I feel as if they're leaving Canada just now. And I feel as if the big takedown just now is France. I'm going to do a wee reading in France because they're having a wee revolution and nobody knows about it. Then all the people who don't watch the news know that. And I mean, that was them starting to burn things down now because they've nothing. You know, they actually thought that, you know, Henry would be on their side. You know, the courts would be on their side because of their constitution over there. But now the people actually know that they need to save themselves. They need to save themselves. And that's what you need to do. You know. I've said yes, there is white hats, but we're the white hats. I've said it all along. Yes, they're coming to help, but we need to help ourselves. Because if we don't, and they come in and get them out, what's to say that, you know, some other person will no rise that's got aspirations of wanting to rule the world? I've said there's two things that they're worried about. There's two things they love, money and power, right? And there's one thing they're absolutely scared of, and it's the people. It's the people rising. Anyway. So, yes, I do think, and I said when I come on, I think that her days are numbered. As and when, I don't know. Right, so that was Anne's. San, I hope that was okay for you. It's a case of, you know, I've got to take off my media hat and everything, and because I actually live here and can see what's going on, you know, and then do it psychically as well, you know. Right, so Linda, I was playing with Snooky, as you can see. I mean, a fur always irritates me. Right, so High Carlisle family. The flood in, is that Erskine River? River Valley. There are two official hydro dams that talk of thirds, unnamed at 800 metres above sea level. Could this dam bursting have caused a wall of the floods? So, did you know? Did it burst, or have they said it burst, or is it a case of it maybe burst and they've not said? Because it could be that. So let's have a wee look and see. I'll need to rephrase this so that Thomas can. Could this dam bursting have caused wall of water? Right, the dam bursting have caused. Right, let's see. Oh, jeez, oh man, talking a minute. Right, so that was coming out that way. Okay. Do you know what I'm hearing? This is a saying my mum always used to hear. It used to always say, water, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. So, which tells me, was the water, the drinking water, contaminated? Because I'm feeling as if it was. It was. So, and how did they fix it? How did they fix it? What the hell did they put in it? So let's see anyway. Let's have a wee look and see. Do you know, it's as if there was some sort of celebration. Some sort of celebration or something get cancelled. Something get cancelled. Round about then. So did they have prior knowledge? I mean, you know what they're like. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel as if this was written about years ago, as in this when it was getting built. I'm trying to tune in to see, psychically to see, because I feel as if it was either written about or it was suppressed. Because I feel as if they were worried about it. They were worried about it, and they've suppressed it somehow. They've not let people. It's as if was there a new settlement, was there new houses run about it, and because they wanted to build the new houses and make all the bloody money, that they cut corners. It was maybe unsafe. That's what I mean. And I feel as if there's either a document written about it, or it might actually have been in a newspaper, but years ago, where people were kind of saying, you can't build there because of this dam, you can't build there. It's a potential, like say, an accident waiting to happen. That's the kind of feeling I've got about it. As if it was an accident waiting to happen. Like they knew it was going to happen, but they didn't give two hoots. They didn't give two flying figs because they wanted to make money. I feel as if somebody was trying to warn people and they were told to be quiet. Told to be quiet. I definitely. Look, I feel as if somebody's going to be held to account for this because they knew. They knew. It was all about money, making money. Yeah, I definitely think it's going to be exposed. Whatever was going on around about that, and at that time as well. And I feel as if this might kind of go into the North Island, whatever was going on. Remember with was it the cyclone? And everything that happened after that, I feel as if the truth about that is going to come out. Because somebody can't keep a lid, they can't keep a lid on it. Do you know what I'm hearing? It was to cause a bit of disruption. They were trying to disrupt something. This was the crazies. And they took it too far. Yep. Somebody is going to be successful in actually exposing this. I feel as if it's not only that, Linda, that's going to get exposed. I feel as if it's going to be what went on in the North Island. Was it February or was it March? I can't remember now. But what went on in the North Island with that cyclone? Because remember when we read on it, when I read on it, it looked as if it was going away. It looked as if it was going somewhere else, and it was as if they brought it back. With a wee machine. What's this one? So let's see. Let's a wee bit deeper and see. Well, do you know, I feel as if there was a lot of work done, but it was like the people coming together. So I might be getting these two things mixed up because I know that the people did come together, and it just shows you that you don't need governments because you can come together and you can get things done yourselves. Right, somebody's working to expose this. They're working to get this all exposed. So they are the now. And those that are trying for it not to come out are getting a bit kind of despondent, a bit worried because I don't feel as if they're going to keep a lid on it because I feel as if deep down inside, people know. People who were there know that there was something unnatural about this. Something was unnatural about it. I feel as if the people are going to be offered, oh, you know, oh, we'll come in here and we'll help you rebuild and we'll do this. In other words, shut up, just be quiet. I feel as if that's what, and yes, you will get some people that will, yes, will take it, but I feel as if people will demand answers. I feel as if that's what they're you know, they're at the stage where they want to demand answers. Right, there's definitely, this is for the North Island as well, there's definitely a renewal of the island. I feel as if there's going to be something, you know, with that shifting. You know, I mean, okay, it was devastating, people lost their lives, but I feel as if it's threw up something else, as in a renewal, a renewed way of doing something. You know, where you don't need them, you don't need them. You know, this was the way it was done in the past, and we can return to that. I feel as if this might be called cultivating the land. You know, what I'm saying, I mean, I don't even know if I'm answering your question, Linda, because Thomas has taken me off in an entirely different direction, but it's as if it's thrown up other ways of doing things, and I feel as if there was soil, there was like, there was something no right about the land, and they, when when the crazies did what they did, the good guys got in and cleared it. You know, what was keeping things down, what was keeping the energy low, they cleared that. They cleared that. So I feel as if it's a renewal of the soil. You begin to grow things again. I mean, I know that the crazies are trying not to, but I feel as if the people will say no, enough's enough. Yep, they're trying to keep people in the dark. Definitely. I still return to your question, Linda. Yes, I feel as if they knew that was a potential of the East. Is it the East River or the Erskine River? Something East River, Erskine, whatever that river is, had the potential, but they didn't give two hoots because they never do. Do you know? Did, I feel as if whatever happened, and it took those lives, they'll never be forgiven for it because it will come out. The truth will come out there. Just see. Somebody's looking for the truth. They're searching for the truth. They don't believe. They don't. It's as if they was getting an explanation. It was the most outrageous explanation of what happened, and people. It was so outrageous that people know it's that outrageous, and they don't believe it. Do you know what I'm hearing? Heads will roll about this. Heads will roll. I still get that. See, I might be getting the North Island. I maybe I need to do another wee update for the North Island because I'm getting like, you know, the North Island will recover. So if you're in the North Island and you were caught up in that cyclone, that flood, that mudslide, it will recover. It will recover. Whatever they were trying to do, it never worked. Never worked. I feel as if those that have lost their home, they'll, they'll be able to rebuild. I mean, I know that's no consolation when you've lost your house, but there's something in the. I feel as if Thomas has hijacked your question, Linda. I feel as if there's something in the pipeline for the North Island, especially, was it Coromandel? Round about that area, the area that was really, really devastated. I feel as if they're doing the road, they're doing something, there's something in the pipeline to get that back up and running again. And it was like the spirit and the people come out as if, no, we're not putting up with this. Yep. The dirty deeds that they've done is all coming out. It's all coming out. Right, are you coming into winter? Coming into autumn. Well, we're coming into spring, so you're coming into autumn because I'm hearing there will be a good harvest. There will be a good harvest. I mean, now it doesn't look, it could be further from the truth, but that's what I'm hearing. There will be a good harvest. Well, to answer your question, I get back to your question. Yes. Yes, it was. So right at the last card that answered your question. It took you on a big journey, but it answered the question, okay? Yep, you and your loved ones are safe. I feel as if this is to anybody that comes across this who maybe lost a family member. This is more a family member, but I've seen dogs and I've seen cats as well and livestock. And this is definitely, I'll need to do another one for the North Island because Thomas hijacked your question, Linda. It's to say that those that lost their lives, especially their livestock and anything else that was lost, that was alive, that was lost, they're safe. They're safe on the other side. Okay, it's just to let you know that they are safe. Okay. I feel as if there's a man though. Oh God, I don't know if this is going to be somebody watching because I've got somebody's husband. I feel as if this man is a grandfather. But I feel as if he's missing. They've not found him. They've not found him. Gosh. I feel as if this is either for somebody watching or somebody that knows somebody, and I'm getting told you have to stop looking. You have to stop. He's not there. He's crossed over. He's crossed. He's just took the opportunity to come through. I feel as if this is a family. They're still out looking because it was as if his body's never been found, but it's been washed away. I feel as if it will be found. It will be found. I feel as if it's in the river somewhere. But he says he's crossed over. I feel as if he's a father. And I feel as if he's got quite a few children. He went out and he never come back. Oh gosh. He just took that opportunity to come in. So I feel as if this is somebody watching this. Oh gosh. I hate that when that happens. But they must I feel as if they go out every night or every day or they look because he was never ever found. But I feel as if his body will be found. Because he just keeps saying it's in the river, it's in water. Oh gosh. But he's okay. He's okay. Alright. God. Oh. I hate that when that happens, but I mean that's like taking away somebody's hope though. You know, but he just took the opportunity to come in. So I feel as if this is somebody's watching this that knows this man. It's a man. It's definitely a man, and I feel as if he's got a few children. I feel as if some of his children are quite young though, and I don't know if he was working or he was out or he was making his way back, and it was like a flash flood. One he was there and then he was away. I feel as if he might have been in the truck. Oh gosh. Oh. Anyway, Linda, that was yours, okay? I don't feel as if he's related to you though, Linda. I feel as if it's somebody who watches us or watches my updates. So I'm hoping that they watch this. Because I feel as if it was specifically for somebody. But I feel as if they're not related, but they know him. Oh gosh, I hate that when that happens. I mean, at least we could pass on the message that he's fine, he's okay. And I feel as if there was dogs and cats and animals washed away. It was horrible. But they're all fine as well, they're all over. They're all over. So, gosh. Oof. Wow. Linda, it kind of, a roundabout way. We could take on a great big journey, but yeah, it answered right at the last minute, okay? So it answered the question. The answer was yes. But they will get found out. They will get found out for everything they've been up to. Right, so that was that one. So we'll take another two and then we'll take a wee break. Right, so Ruth. Hi Ruth. Hello, keep wondering about charities and trusts, if anything will come to light. That's a good question, Ruth. They're always good questions, but I was wondering that myself, you know. How much of the money actually gets there? I don't think it's very much. Ooh, not wanted to. I don't think it's very much. Right, wait to see. Oh wow, these are all coming out of shelf. Okay. Oh my goodness. That must be go there. Have to try to put the shelf in. Right, one here and one here. Okay. Having a wee working tones, see? Right, okay, so Ruth was wondering about the charities and trusts. Will they get exposed? I feel as if that's part of the question and all. I think they will get exposed. Oh well, look at this. How deceitful are they? I mean, geez, oh man, how deceitful are they? It's just another way of making money. But I feel as if people are onto them now. People are getting onto them. A big light is going to shine down on what's been going on with the charities and the trusts. Some of them, don't get me wrong, some of them do. I'm getting maybe the animal ones. But the CEO is always, it's after everybody takes their share. And then the poor animals or the poor children or anybody else that they're supposed to be collecting for get their share. But as long as the crazies get theirs first. But I feel as if, you know, I mean, over here in the UK, we're on to kind of, you know, the thing that they do in November for was it children in need? Aye, they're in need. They're in need to get rid of youth. Right, they've always triumphed because people were always taken in, but now they're kind of in trouble. They're in trouble because people don't give to charities as much as they used to. Yeah, people definitely breaking through the barrier of I'm not getting to you because I don't know where you. I mean, look at the CEOs. I mean, but it's always as long as they get their cut first, you know. The decent ones never ever get any money. You know what I mean? Never ever get any money. The decent ones. One today. Let's see. Yep, definitely. The public are rejecting this. They're rejecting it as in we're not putting up with this anymore. We're no, you know, because it doesn't get. I mean, look at Live Aid. Look at Haiti. You know. Do you know? I feel as if there's going to be new, not charity, but new things coming in where all proceeds will get to the people who need it. All proceeds. It'll be like, I don't mean this in a derogatory way, right? But it'll be, you know, because the African countries were always kept down. Though, you know, like I said, the third world countries, and they were never able to reach their full potential. And they've got a potential to reach, but they were never kept, they were always kept down, you know, so they could get in and pillage and take all their stuff. You know, just the way that they've always done, the elites have always done, coming in and just took all the assets. But people will start saying, no, this is our country, these things belong to us. I mean, the amount of things that should be going back to Africa, the amount of things that should be coming back to us, all the things that we owned, the public owned them, and they especially the Tories, they privatised them. You know, I used to say if you could bottle air, they would sell it back to you. But now, I mean, you were lucky if you could breathe any air. Definitely, people are on a discovery mission, as in they've opened their eyes and they're on the discovery mission. I think that goes back to maybe question one as well. Kind of on a discovery mission on what's going on and what's been happening. People are kind of getting aware now. Don't get me wrong. There's people that will be still tuned to the moon. You know, the devastation will be going on round about them. I believe that in France there'll be people sitting in France and not have a clue what's going on in the streets every night because they'll be still tuned to the moon. That's what I believe. Yep, people will be going after the guilty. You know, the exposing is coming out. And the exposing of the charities and how much they've been fleecing the public as well will come out too. This is going to sound just bizarre, right? And I know it's the prayer card, right? People are going to be making their own lemonade. People are going to be doing things for themselves. That's what this is mostly an overall. People are going to be doing stuff for themselves. Yep. The People's Quest. That's what I'm hearing. The People's Quest. That'll be the quest for the people. As in, we're rejecting everything that you stand for. Will it be easy? No. Because we've still got people who are tuned to the moon. But we've got loads and loads and loads of people who aren't. who aren't. This one. Let's see. So let's see. Yep, it's all going to come out. It's all going to get exposed, and what the charities were getting up to. Do you know, there's a lot of places that I feel as if this is for the third world countries are going to reach their whole potential. There's not going to be anything stopping them. They're not going to be holding back as well. Yeah. Everything, every dirty deed that these charities have been getting up to is going to get exposed. Going to get exposed. I feel as if certain ones, it was a front for something else. It was a front for, see the, you know, I don't want to kind of mention them though. The ones to do with children, it was a front for something else. People are going to start realising just how powerful we are. Just how powerful we are. Yep, look, there's the two of them. I feel as if the ones that, do you know, the things that were happening in that place that's getting, you know, its neighbours tearing that apart looking for children. That's coming out because I seen a report. I seen a report on it. And I seen the children. I feel as if he went in and they got all the remains. You know, the one that's supposed to be attacking his neighbour, he went in and got all the children from the place he was attacking because they were getting attacked, and you know what was going on. You know what was going on with them. That's all going to come out, and those that were on the side of the country that the neighbours attacking, that have got their wee flags up, they're going to feel they're going to feel, number one, betrayed, and number two, angry that they were betrayed, and number three, angry that they were betrayed, and think all that money's been spent on there. And then they're going to be really, really devastated when they realise that they're on the wrong side. And they always have been on the wrong side. At this time they're going to be on the wrong side of history. But it's a case of, you know, the crazies. You know, like World War II when they were funding both sides. Remember, they were funding both sides so they could keep this war going. Now they're trying desperately to get it started. But the people are onto them. Yep. With the charities, Ruth, it's going to get very, very stormy for them because they are going to get exposed. Okay, so we kind of clarify that we'll just put out. We clarify it. So take one more. Was that? Oh no, that was the. Oh no, we'll take Bella's, and then I'll have a wee break. Okay. Right, conclusions for the charities of Roseanne Beach. So I feel as if, yes, they are going to be coming out. What they were getting up to. There we go. So, right. Right, so Bella. Right, so that's your one. Right, so Bella. Right. Are they going to expose the geoengineering, weather, or manipulate mainstream? I can't see it coming out in the mainstream just yet, but I feel it will get exposed. Right, so we see the geoengineering. I mean, they're forecasting it's going to be a scorcher. Now, this is how they manipulate you, right? This is taking the psychic hat off and putting the media hat on, right? This is how they are manipulating people on the weather, right? The weather forecast, right? Now they're predicting the biggest heat wave is as big as heat waves began, right? And they've got see the wee kind of weather map. I mean, it's nearly melting that it's that hot. You know, you could go, oh, it's hot, right? But some person went and got one before this all started and put it side by side and said, what's the difference? Because all the temperatures were the same, but only it wasn't there at all. This is how people are using, they're starting to look behind the headlines now. What's the difference? And then people in the comments were like, oh yes, thank God. When is it coming? When's this heat wave coming? When is it coming? It can't come soon enough. So, but to get back to your question, Bella. So, are they going to expose the geoengineering weather on mainstream? Did anybody see Elon Musk? Now, I'm not sure what to make of Elon Musk, right? Exposing the BBC journalist. He was supposed to be interviewing Elon, and Elon ended up interviewing him. Right. I feel as if some people would like to, some journalists would like to, but they're not allowed. They're not allowed. They like their jobs too much and they like the money too much. No, they magic up. They conjure up new ways. New ways of not telling people what's going on. New lies. Just a way of telling the old lies. Just new ways of telling the old lies. Aye, it's a couple of lies, offering new lies. Yes, but they will get exposed. They will get exposed. I feel as if they'll get some, no scientists, but some weather. What is it they call them? They've got a special name that I can't remember just now because it's right out of my head. It's going out of my head. They would tell the weather, they've got a special name. Somebody's going to go in and expose it. They're going to go in and expose it. Now, they like their money too much. They just take the money and they shut up. It's like take the money, get to the back of the bus, sit down and be quiet. But yes, he's going to get justice about that as well. All the things that they've done is going to come tumbling down. It's going to come tumbling down. I feel as if this is going to be exposed in Scotland because I'm seeing the Scotland flag. And it might be the UK actually, because I'm seeing the two of them. I'm seeing the Saltire and I'm seeing the St George's flag. So I'm wondering if it gets exposed in Scotland and England at the same time. About the weather manipulation. Let's see. Do I feel as if some people are desperate to tell. They're desperate to tell, but they're too frightened to. I feel as if some people they're fed up with seeing the victims of the weather. They're fed up with it. Do you know, it's a case of people just, they cry about the weather and they moan about the weather, but they don't look into it. They don't look into it. They just think weather's weather. Whereas if somebody through the media tell you it's raining, we look outside to make sure it is. And 9 times out of 10 it's not. It's not raining at all. Yep. People are going to start using their instinct. Using their instinct. Do you know what I'm saying as well? Well, I'm saying, not how, like say, before all this, right, I've always got, the period of time that I go by now, you know, the timeline is before the scary flu and after the scary flu, right? So before the scary flu, people would just go along, plod along with life. But after the scary flu, more and more and more people are starting to question. They're starting to question everything now. And some of them, when they don't, see when they get the answers that they don't like, they get back into, it's like a tortoise. The tortoise will come out, and then if something happens, it'll go away back into its shell. Well, that's what I'm saying. People come out, they look and they think, oh my goodness, that was right. Oh my goodness, and I didn't think that happened. And then they go away back into their shell because they can't cope. They just can't cope with it. They can't cope with the fact that they've been lied to. They can't cope with the fact that things that they've just taken for granted. And I feel as if it's a safety thing as well. They feel safe. Whereas I feel as if we've always been a bit of a rebel. I know I have. I conformed to get through things. I went to school for the social aspect of it because I knew, even then I knew, you know, what you're telling me this for. You know, I wasn't really in, you know, because I went to a Catholic school. I mean, that just says everything you need to know. Whereas I would always question things. And it was as if, now how sometimes you come down, right? Now this is supposed to be what happens, right? You come down and you forget everything and you sever all ties, and they want you to sever all ties, right? I don't think I severed that tie from my Heavenly Father. I never ever did, because I always went to him. You know, even when I was in the Catholic school, and then I've been going into confessional to tell a priest all your sins. I would make them up. I would well, you're not going to hear anything that I've done, so I just go and make them up. And then at one point, I remember I was about 12, 13. This is what, I mean, thank God I didn't, because my God, I thought, I wonder if I went in there and told that priest I murdered somebody, what would you do? What would you do? Because now how it's supposed to be between you and the priest. This is the way my mind was working away back when I was 13. Now, it might have been a fact of me having an overactive imagination even then. But see, I've always said that there's a wee word that's got a great big meaning, and it's the word why. And I feel as if people should be asking why. Not how, not where, not when, why. Why have I to do this again? Why are you making me do this? What's in it for you? Why? Why have we to give over all our money? Why do we pay taxes? I used to ask my mother that. I used to drive my mother mad. Because I used to say, why? Why? And people should be asking why. And my mother used to say, just because. Just because, Karen. Because why? Because why? Anyway, to get back to, sorry Bella, to get back to your question. Yeah, it's a case of, you know, at first when they started using this, right, it was isolated incidents. And then they get so cocky. They get so cocky that and it was the fear and the worry, and they're getting off on it, as you say, They're getting off on the fear and the worry, so they would do it and do it and do it. But now their quest is coming to an end because and I feel as if there's too many youngsters coming in, wee ones coming in. I mean, obviously we've got the indigos, we've got the crystal, but we've got children born now that are rebelling now because they just, you know, you've got ones that are indoctrinated, or whatever the hell that word is, but you've got other ones that will question. You see that good, Thomas? I'm not getting that. I'm not getting it. Oh, right, God, it's a case of, you know, it will get exposed. It's a case, I still not get, I'll need to talk to Thomas again, because, right, you need to say that again. You need to tell me another way. You say this. All right, I get it now. Do you know, it's so simple when you know how, right? It's like, you know, nothing you do, right? I'm doing my gardening now, so you'll get the garden analogy, right? It's what they do is it's like every so often. See, this was supposed to be an isolated incident, and they weren't supposed to. They were only supposed to be in special occasions, but they've got so cocky now, and they like the fear, and they like the devastation that they do that as a surface, as in, you know, you go and cut the grass, and you know, oh, I feel it's time for us to put some chemtrails out, or I feel as if it's time for a wee flood, or I feel it's time for, you know, a cyclone, that kind of thing. It means absolutely nothing to them, nothing. But now people are starting to question. They're starting to question, and I feel as if I'm asking Tom so much I could say. I feel as if they're looking for the machine. Was it Seren? Was it Seren that was switched back on again last year? I feel as if I don't know if I can say. You know, where it'll not be. Where it'll not be. It'll be gone. You know, I've got to watch the words I say, right? I feel as if they're trying to destroy. Oh, I'm just going to say it. I feel as if they're trying to destroy it. The good guys. Destroy the thing that they can use for the well and manipulate. I feel as if they try to destroy it, but they keep moving it. See, this is why I said this isn't over. It's not. It's still going on. They're still fighting. They're still fighting. See, they fight each other and want us to stand up. It's easier said than done, I know. I feel as if when push comes to shove, people will stand up though, because they'll need to. They'll need to stand up. They'll need to say, no, we're not taking this anymore. Is it easy? No. And people just, you know, they're waiting for somebody leading them. They're waiting for somebody leading them. I says, if push comes to shove, up here, there's going to be the wind leading the chance. Does anybody that watched before, remember before I was assigned to New Zealand and parts of Australia? Does anybody remember, oh no, maybe it was New Zealand. Remember I said that they were trying to destroy something from above, the Galactics? Do you remember me saying that it was like a laser? I feel it was stuff, and this was in, was it the 2021 June to December, and they were trying to destroy something, and I feel as if it was coming in November of that year, and that happened. And then when that was destroyed, they were using it to keep this. This was weather. But this was a. Do you know what I'm saying? This sounds daft. This sounds way out there, right? But it was like a cloak that they put over New Zealand, and that's what they were trying to destroy. This thing that they had that was keeping New Zealand dark, and then that was destroyed. That they had got a laser and they had managed to destroy that. Well, this is the kind of thing that they're trying to do again. You know, so that the weather it's weather that we should have. It's weather that we should have. Because what they do now, and what I'm saying now, what I'm being told now, is they put all these, you know, like say, you look at the sky and it's as if they've been doing the loops over there, you know, and then before you know it, the sky goes all grey. Well, this is to take the greyness away and actually get the weather back to where it should be. And I feel as if it's a mission that they're trying to do now. This is as much as I can tell you. Because I never kind of just go and spout and say, oh, you know, this. I always ask how much I can tell. This is what they're doing. Because I said that the last time in New Zealand, when it was really dark in New Zealand, people were losing hope. Well, I feel with the weather now, people are losing hope and they need that kind of, this is where we are. This is where we are, okay? Yep. You see, they're always conjuring something up. Always. I'll always say that some of the big bugs are still there, right? And I always thought that Hillary, you know, Hillary Hilton, you know who I'm talking about? I don't get her on the airplane anymore. Now, remember I said that about the Queen in February, and they were going to keep going until they got a Jubilee over. And then I think it was September that they announced. I feel as if, because I don't get Hillary on the airplane anymore, so I feel as if she's away. And I feel as if she's been taken out. But they might, which isn't fair, just announce that she's died in her sleep, or one of those died suddenly. I feel as if that's what's going to happen. That's how they're going to announce it. But then, because if they come out and announce everything just now, everybody will be going off their head. But it's not a case of they will get away with it. Which it's not fair, because I want to see trials and everything. But they might, you know, the truth will come out there, because the truth will come out. What is it, the truth will out? That kind of thing. So I feel as if Hillary, I've just said her name, I'm trying to be cryptic. See, this is why I shouldn't do lives. I feel as if she's away. I really do. I feel as if she's away. And it's because of the children. I feel as if they're trying to actually protect the public, because the public would go and get them. And that's what they're doing. They're trying to protect the public. They're not protecting them, they're protecting the public. All of these are going to come out. I mean, this was what it's supposed to be, or this is supposed to be the weather manipulation, but they're all into all sorts. They're into all sorts as well. Do you know, see some of the missiles they use, I feel as if they've got weather manipulation in them as well. That's what I've got a feeling of. Yep. Remember the Sunshine of Old? That's coming back. That's coming back. Where I remember, you know, the real summers. I'm hearing the real summers. You'll have real winters where the places where real winters should be, but not extreme winters and not extreme weather, because the extreme weather should be just as an act of God, an act of, well, not God, but an act of nature, where it's not nature. Things that's happening is not nature. Nature, I mean, don't get me wrong, nature can be, when she's had enough, she can be an absolute, you know, don't get in my road. And that, but this is just pure evil. Pure evil. Yep, definitely. They're on a mission to get rid of these people, to get rid of this machine, and this, what they're doing. They're on a mission to get rid of it. I'm hearing out with the old and in with the new. Yep. I mean, it's good and evil fighting one another. That's what it is. So I think this is the fourth one now, isn't it? Yeah. So we'll take a wee break and we'll see who else is in. Yep. Aye, the energy is gaining momentum. It is. I mean, more and more people are waking up to even before that, you would be laughed at if you said about the weather manipulation and the crisscrosses in the sky where the planes are doing the loops with the looks of things, and they say, oh no, it's just coming out of the jet stream. Aye, really? What were they? The red arrows. Was the red arrows all over the place? The loops? No, I don't think so. So, we got there in the end, Bella. We got there in the end. So that was Bella's. So, let's see who else we're on. Right. Right, we've got Mark as well. So I'll take a wee break and then we'll go back to more. So remember what I don't get to tonight, I keep over for quick fire questions on Monday. But I had asked earlier on, I don't know if people, because I had ended the highway. Because I'd ended I don't even know what I'm talking about. I need to have a break. The SWOT quiz. What did I put out? Somebody tell me what it was. It's not a quiz, and it's not a question and answer. Oh, a poll! A poll! Oh my god! I just need. I'll have a drink and calm myself down. I put out a poll earlier on to see if you wanted more lives. Okay. And we'll have a wee look and see when would be best to do them. Because I think maybe if I done a couple in the morning, my morning, it'd be your evening. So I've still got you, Mark. Who else is here? I thought I had a couple. Oh yeah, and Sarah. And who else was there? Oh, there we go. There's someone from Kathleen. Karen, what is the French frigate doing in New Zealand? The French... Oh, frigate! Christ. I can't even read. I can't even read. That was a frigate. I thought that was some sort of lovely chocolate. Oh, gosh. Oh. Sometimes I worry about myself. French frigate. Oh gosh. Sometimes I wonder how I actually get through life. Right, I've got a couple of wee questions there. Oh, there's Sylvia. Oh, Bridget, only missed the last couple of lives due to timing. So is this a better time for you, Bridget? Oh, there we go. 80, yes, I know, but the drive from Scotland was horrible. Looking forward to meeting everyone tomorrow. First time I've been away in 3 years. My lovely friends looking forward. My lovely friends looking after my 22-year-old cat. Wow. Oh, it's EB's birthday. Happy birthday, EB. Oh, that's where we are. Hi, Donna. Donna Lee. Morning, Candace whole family from Invercargill. Aye, Invercargill, New Zealand. Hand pink waving. Yeah, remember to put your in capitals. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Pamela. A doctor thinking the silence. Doco. Doctor? Alright. I don't feel safe here, but the Kiwis are too complacent asleep in general. Don't want to be here or look. Do you know, so, it's the same with Scotland. Scotland's just waking up now. I said don't bother singing Scotland to Brave ever again, because I'm not brave at all. Very compliant. And then my family went to listen. They think I'm weird. See, Sylvia, Helen, is it Helen Sylvia or is it Sylvia Helen? I was in the same, I was in the same boat, right? And I nearly fell off my chair. I had a wee lunch. It was my niece's birthday, right? I nearly fell off my chair because the last time I was with the same group of people was in November of last year, and they were all asleep. Well, not them all, but they were asleep. And then this year, that was like, what, 6 months? Within 6 months, even if it was 6 months, we were kind of, oh, they were all awake. Not doing anything, but awake. And I thought, So it's getting through to some. Don't get me wrong, there is some that will never wake up. But when your families, it'll be so in your face, because that's what's happening over here. And I've always said that New Zealand's about 6 months behind us. It's so in your face now, and it's coming out every single day. You know, the truth's coming out. That you can't ignore it anymore. People just they know what's going on, but it's the like I have always said it's when the money goes down and they can't get access to their money. That's when it'll click on them. That's when it will be. Yes, they're busy. Well, as I said, I think one's away. Killery. Ah, so that's who he is. Right, so that's who he is. Yes, he is. The things that he's doing just now, I mean, he's gives royal assent to food that's no food. But he's getting exposed. And so she, I mean, the Queen, the other Queen, all Queenie, the old relic, I used to say, uh, she had stated that Camilla was never to be called Queen. And he said, oh no, nah. He'll be lucky if anybody turns up to his thing with. I'm hoping that Scotland will, though, because Scotland will cave. And I was hoping that Scotland wouldn't give them the Stone of Destiny, but that's not the Stone of Destiny. The Stone of Destiny is hidden. Since 50 months. Morning, Karen and Soul family from Sandy in Dannevirke. Is this Chinese? Is it Chinese? It looks Chinese, or is it Japanese? Not sure. If my ex-sister-in-law was here, she'd be able to tell us. My son said Fish Face was trouble when she took over from Salmon. He was right. Yes. Oh, absolutely. I mean, especially when she's everybody standing up at Buchanan Street steps, now the Royal Concert Hall steps, saying, I'm with Nicola. They went along with it. All right, thank you. Thank you for that. That is a Japanese person saying good morning. Good morning. Giggle. See if you understand that, I would have thought that you knew Japanese. I was so impressed. I was impressed. Exactly. I know. Right, so anybody? Oh, there's Delane. Wanders past with a cuppa. Morning, Karen. Morning, Kiwi Clan with a cuppa. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Karen. There's a New Zealand documentary on YouTube called Skeletons in the Cupboard. All right, thanks. Thanks, Jamie. I'll have a wee look at that. I'm always looking for things to watch because I don't watch mainstream bloody telly. I must confess to do, but I watch the news so that I can debunk everything for the Chit Chat show, all the lies that they've been telling. But over the weekend, I like to watch documentaries and stuff, There was a good one I watched, it was in BitChute, and it was The Fall of the Cabal. I think I'm in the second series now. That was good. I like the voiceover because it's very crisp and clear, and I can understand that. I mean, could you imagine me doing a voiceover for a documentary? Right, so let's just see if there's anybody else in just now. Have to go, Can. We'll watch you later. What's up? Same to you. Yeah, do the likey, subscribe things. I think it pushes. I think is it the like button. I think it's the like button that pushes it out to people. I think I'm not sure, but I think it is. Yes, Linda, very much so. Very much so. Keep having dreams about the ABS. Do you know, Jamie? Are you in the UK or are you in New Zealand? Because is it the 23rd? I mean, I've got mine turned off. They're doing the emergency alert thing over here, and they've told. I mean, I don't need to listen to it because it'll be all over Twitter. Just another kind of keeping the public in a perpetual state of fear. The only emergency broadcast I want to hear is when they're all getting rounded up and arrested. That's the only one I want. Carnes. No, he's an old soul, and he was for Poland. He was for Poland. I've always had an affinity with Poland as well, I feel as if I knew Thomas in a past life. So one of the, I mean, I'll tell you about Thomas. Maybe do just a wee kind of update. You know, he's very knowledgeable. Every time I see him, he's in his study. He's got books everywhere. I think this is why, because I love books, and I loved, as I think I said before, when I went to the library when I was young, I would have one novel to read, and then the rest would be books and facts, because either I was nosy as a child, or I just wanted to know the way the world worked. I think it was the way the world worked I wanted to know. Hi, Louise. Good morning, time travellers. Hope you're well. Saw the WEF video where they mentioned the Hawke's Bay flooding because climate change. Like, well, turn your machine off. I would end up getting arrested and I'd end up dead. Because I wouldn't be able to keep my mouth shut if I was there. Saying, oh, it's climate change. Shut up. Sit down and be quiet. It's not climate change. Like, well, change your dial or turn it off. Turn your machine off. I think that'd be a great idea. How much have you fleeced the public for? How many people have you killed? There's Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Good morning. I am from Coromandel. Yes, the government and council in talks with Hoppers. I understand about fixing private companies offered to do it. Luxon was here on Thursday pushing it. I see that, it's all about money. What do? They break it and then fix it. Alright. White Ute, it was mentioned Maida was showing, if I recall correctly. Wow. Dear Karen, sorry, my question has given you so much grief. Oh, you're spot on. Father view. Thanks, Linda. Right, I'm going to do some more before I go. Hi. Will Nick show up and surprise me at my app this weekend? I'm not really sure. If I get there, I'll say. I don't know. Right, hold on. You've got me. I want to know. I want to know if he's going to show up. So let's see. Will Nick show up? Surprise. Ollie. Ooh. Oh, wow. There might be two. There might be two people show up. Nick might be one of them. I mean, it is a yes, but I don't know if it's Nick. Have you got somebody else that you're interested in, or is somebody else interested in you? Because there's two. Some people can't even get one, and you've got two. Anyway, well, here's hoping that he does. Okay, hopefully that answered your question, okay? Oh, you here? Welcome to the Soul family. Right, so I'm going to do another couple of readings. Remember, the ones that I can't get to, I'll hold off and I'll get them in Monday's quickfire questions, right? So I think this was where we were. Where were we? Are we up here? There. Should we prepare for more flip? Oh, there we go. Right, so Mark should. Hi, Mark. Right. Mark of Melbourne, would that be? So, are you originally from Melbourne? Or is this, am I just, I'm probably making things up. Right, so, should you prepare for more flooding? And let me see. Have a wee look and see. Oh, well. Oof. Oh gosh. Right. I feel as if, mind I said that, I felt as if I need to do another reading because I feel as if there might be something coming because I'm hearing get to higher ground, okay? And I always say, you always get the good with the bad with me, okay? So I feel as if they're planning something. I feel as if they're planning something, right? I feel it's in the planning stage, but I don't see it happening because I feel as if the public will fight back. They might be prepared. Whereas the last time you weren't prepared, this time you will be. They're definitely planning something, okay, but I can't. This is why I always like to go deeper and deeper and deeper into the question, okay? Because if I just put a row of cards out, then that would have been a yes, but it might not happen. So this is why I like to go deeper, just to see if we can get anything else, okay? I'm still hearing get to higher ground or get somewhere high. Let's see. They're up to something. They're up to something. I don't know if it'll be in the same place though. I don't know if it'll be in the same place. I feel as if there's a choice of two places. I'm wondering if there was a place they were trying to get the last time that they never got. Where was it? Remember that I kept saying Gisborne? Did anything happen in Gisborne? Because remember I kept saying it was like Coromandel and Gisborne I kept saying as well. I feel as if they're planning it, but it'll be put a stop. Somebody will put a stop to it. Okay. They're definitely trying to persevere with something. They'll be discovered. It'll be discovered. But other than this, do you know what I'm saying? I'm saying like it'll be discovered and isolated. It'll be isolated, so will it be people? I don't feel as if it'll be as big as the last time. I feel as if it'll be wee patches and get to higher ground. I'm hearing, buildings can be fixed, but people can't. So just take precautions. Take precautions. Wow, do you know what I'm seeing this time? See, I was very excited. Right, I'm seeing like them, the way the last time they must have taken, like say, offered somebody money to do this the last time, and they're not taking the bait this time. They're not taking it. So whatever they done the last time, you know, it was sold as something. Oh well, we need to do this, and they didn't think it would cause as much destruction as it did, and devastate the thing. And they're saying no this time. They're saying no. Right, so whoever was trying this, I feel as if it was somebody in the government. You know what they're like. They're left out in the cold this time. Out in the cold. Well, I'm just going to say this: how it's coming across. The land will be untouched. It's not going to be touched. I still want to do a more in-depth reading on it, you know, for New Zealand, especially for the North Island, because, but I maybe actually do the North Island, but can I just pull a couple of cards for the South Island as well? Okay, I'll try and get that done next week. I feel like as if they're trying and they're talking. See, I can literally hear them in this a committee room or something, and they're planning, and there's somebody saying no, not this time. There's too many people saying no. Because it's the devastation that caused the last time. I feel as if people were roped into it the last time, thinking it would be just in the coast and it's just to get in here and it's just to rebuild a few houses and then we can all make money. You know, what is it? What is it? Thing we always say is problem, reaction, solution. It's like the devastation, and then they'll come in like the cavalry, and then they'll say, "Oh, we'll give you all the money to rebuild, but you'll have to buy it back." I mean, you never get something for nothing. Right, whatever this is, it's been foiled in some way. But I would still just take a wee precaution, because you know what they're like. I still get that kind of wee precaution in the pit of my stomach that they're not quite finished. Okay? I know that's not what you want to hear, but you know. Oops, okay, that one to do. The energy's gaining momentum. I feel as if it's actual. Do you know, it's the energy in New Zealand of the public. The public's energy's rising as if, no, we've had enough. See, you've got the greedy, and then you've got the I'm alright jacks. You know, the I'm alright, my life's fine. Those kind of people that really do my head in. I used to say, there'll be a time where your life's not fine, and there'll be nobody around to help you. Right, here we go. So that, I hope that answered your question, Mark, okay? I hope that answered. Okay. So that was Mark's. So let me see. Right, Sarah. Up next is Sarah. Right, Sarah. What's this one? Hello, Carnival family, love and light to you all. You too, Sarah. Can you please ask Spirit about the ancient origins of New Zealand? Is there a connection with the legend of Avalon? Oh, I'd like to know that myself. Right, so remember I said there was something that always comes up about ancient, you know, about New Zealand being ancient. Oh well, I don't think I need to continue. That's a yes. That's a yes. I need to read in that myself because I want to know the legend of Avalon. Right, okay. Is there a connection? The ancient origins. Do you know what I'm seeing? See the people, some, not all, but that are in New Zealand just now, they've all got connections to the ancient connections, as if we all lived before that, a way back. And then when you come back to New Zealand for this time, it was, you brought those connections with you. You brought them with you. I feel as if I've got them and all, only I'm not in New Zealand. I possibly should have been, but let's see. Definitely there's I know that you don't think there is, but there is a fighting spirit in New Zealand. There is a fighting spirit, there always has been. It's been, how like, I'm seeing a cooker. Seeing some of these visions, right, but I'm seeing a cooker, right? And I'm seeing a gas cooker. I know how, like, so when you put the flame really up high, it's high, right, and it can devastate, right? But the dinner or for the good. I don't mean it devastate the one good place. But it's as if somebody's turned it down to peep and it's needing to be brought back again. And all the ancient, everything that New Zealand stood for, everything that, because it's a very spiritual place. It's very, very, I can go to New Zealand, not physically, right? But my spirit, I feel as if my spirit's there, right? But even when I'm there, spiritually, I can feel the whole place is steeped in mysticism. It's steeped in ancient, things, as in the good, and that's why they try to destroy it, because it's so good. And it's the same with Australia as well. It's so good. It's such a spiritual place. Even Australia, I don't mean even Australia, Australia as well. And there's things that people who are there just now have brought them back with them. And it's just finding them again. And I feel as if they will. I feel as if there's something in New Zealand that will be found. Something ancient that will be found. I think I've said this before, maybe I've not, but I feel as if I have. That it will be, found again, and the values and the what you grew up with, and this is more what you know. Do you know? I'm wondering if there's a woman, the teachings of a woman who maybe lived centuries ago that knew it, and I feel as if she wrote it all down, but it's as if she's buried it somewhere, or she's put it somewhere for safekeeping, and whoever had it for safekeeping either lost it or possibly put it somewhere else for safekeeping and never got the chance to tell anybody. But it's going to be, it's either going to be rediscovered, it has been rediscovered, but it's coming back. Yeah, it's definitely coming back. See, it's like a wee cloak. It's like a wee, I feel as if it's like it's a wee ritual, right? And it's like a certain dress. I've seen myself selling this, which means that I'm wondering if I live over in New Zealand. This is probably why I've got this tie to New Zealand as well, where everybody was, it was as if everybody done something to protect. It was as if they had a protective veil over it as well. And these crazies destroyed it, but the protective veil's coming back. Definitely. I feel as if maybe Mrs. Teeth, I feel as if she tried to, do something. I mean, we know that she tried to destroy it, but I feel as if she was pushed forward, she was put in place. I'm wondering if she was part of this, as if way back in her ancestors, but she, or somebody like, if I say it that way, was a traitor to her country, traitor to, would it be a race? She sold the country. I mean, we know that she sold the country. I mean, they all sold their countries out. I feel as if this was a betrayal, though. A betrayal. I'm wondering if somebody else should have been Prime Minister. I'm wondering if somebody else was lined up and they took that person out and put her in place. Because that's what I'm getting. Do you know what I'm seeing as well? I'm seeing like, it was like ancient, way back, you know, before New Zealand was even New Zealand, but it was as if it was, do you know what I'm hearing when two tribes go to war? Right? That kind of thing. And it was as if there was an incomers. I don't mean people who like Scots. Probably could have been. But these people that were always fighting with one another got together to get these other people out. Because, you know, although they were different, they were similar, they had similar beliefs, the two of them, and they came together. But then when they got this person out, they went back, but they didn't go back to fighting with another. They just went back to what they knew, which means, you know, it's a case of, you know, perhaps try to find that again for New Zealand, try to find that you know, that fight within. But everybody, you know, how dare you try and destroy this country, that kind of thing. See the legend of Avalon, was that a man? Was that a male? See, this is why I like when I don't know the story, because then I can't be influenced, you know. Well, do you know what I'm saying as well? There's going to be like a rebirth where the things that were keeping New Zealand down, I feel as if this is material things, are going, they're getting pushed away, and it's going to be back to being very spiritual, a very healing place as well, very healing, you know, um, definitely healing. And definitely that, I mean, that's just come out where, you know, you're going to be, you know, like I say, it was always keeping up with the Joneses, and oh, you need this, you need the best, you need the new iPhone or the iWatch or whatever the hell they call it. Always keeping up with the Joneses. Well, it's a case of you'll not need that. I feel as if that was a case of in New Zealand. It was never really, as long as you had your health and as long as the children were okay and you had enough. I feel as if that was it. Definitely enlightened. That's all going to come back. It's going to come back. I still feel it's a bit, there's going to be a bit of kind of push with two. I just keep hearing two tribes, but they'll come together. They'll come together, and everybody move forward because it'll be for the good of the country. Definitely quest. Getting rid of the new and bringing in the old, and it'll be the old values and everything. Where you'll not be working as much. You'll not need to work as much. You'll be able to enjoy life. You'll be fulfilling your destiny. So, way back, people could fulfill their destiny. They could reached their full potential, and it was like everybody helping everybody, and you didn't have a hierarchy. You had like, you know, like if there was something wrong, you would go and see somebody that was, you know, maybe laying a kind of, you know, knew how to, and it would be like living off the land and the healing of the land, that kind of thing as well. Yeah, bringing balance. There must be a shift. There must be an imbalance. The whole blinking world's in balance, but for New Zealand, it's as if it's shifted on its axles a bit, and it's to bring it back. You know. Anyway. Go. I feel as if there's certain elements of the Legend of Avalon in it. I don't know if it's fully, but there's certain elements in it. Certain elements. Do you know, I think I seen this at the start of the year where New Zealand's going in a journey. You know, finding its, you know, origins. Its origins. I feel as if even the school system's coming down in New Zealand. I feel as if it'll be learning about the country, the origins, and stuff that children need to learn. But it will not be a school system. I mean, I don't know anything about the Legend of Avalon, but I feel as if it's a male. It's definitely a male energy. But is it maybe the actual place has got a male energy, but it's not a kind of, look at me, I'm great and I'm the king. A kind of just a warrior energy maybe. I feel as if it might be a warrior energy where, you know, it's the actual place, New Zealand, that people protect the place. That's what I'm hearing. Do you know what it is? It's not to do with money. It's not to do with finding. This is actual place. It's like a sacred place, New Zealand, and it's to be protected. It's to be protected. And they almost lost it. Almost lost it. But there was loads of people. I mean, there was me, but there's other people working as well. I mean, my assignment was to make sure that people knew and had hope and knew that it wasn't always going to be like it was, you know, how the darkness was, and it was to make sure to you know, to bring hope, but to make sure that you didn't lose your mind, you know. That's what it was, you know. Right, so this will be overall for it. So, Sarah, I hope that's answered it. Okay, 1, 2, 2. Definitely. It says you're very close to achieving your goal, right? So the goal is to return New Zealand to what it was, and it's not its former glory, but the spirituality of it, the mystical part of the place. And I feel as if that'll happen. I feel as if it will happen. Okay? Now I need to go and see what the Legend of Avalon was. So I need to take one more, because that's about 12:30. And then the rest I'll keep over for quick fire questions, right? Quick fire questions. So one more, and then we'll have a wee gap, and then I'll go. Snooky's sleeping. She's had her dinner. I put a nice new. I felt my duvet cover was not keeping me warm. I mean, diesel. So I got a new one, and I haven't seen Snooky since. She goes in under the duvet cover, and I don't see her. She comes out for her dinner. She comes over for a cuddle, and then I don't see her. She'll be so upset when I put the other one for the summer. Right enough. I might know because you know the summers are like in Scotland. You need your winter blanket. Anyway, so what's the next one? One more. Did I say hello to Kerry? I don't think I did. Good morning, sunshine. Weather crazy here in New Zealand. So much devastation. Love and warm fuzzies to my soul family, and of course Snooky and yourself. Love, Kerry from New Zealand. Hi, Kerry. Right, Kathleen. Right, Kathleen's. That's really very good. I can never pronounce. Oh, sometimes I just wonder how I got on in life, how I got to where I am just now. Right, Karen, what is the French frigate doing in New Zealand? What's the French frigate doing in New Zealand? This may be the French president on it. Trying to get out of France. Right, so what's the French frigate doing in New Zealand? What's the French frigate doing in New Zealand? Frigate. Sometimes I just wonder about myself. Right, so what's the French frigate doing in New Zealand? Well, oof. Right. I feel as if it's taking people, the crazies, it's moving them out of New Zealand. So they're moving them to France. It's moving them out of France, like, but there's an offer. There's an offer. Oh, no, it can't be, because I thought it was maybe, because France is having a revolution, you're right. I thought it was them escaping France, but it seems to be New Zealand. It seems to be some of the crazies from New Zealand escaping. I'll try to listen because I don't know if Snooky's at the door. No doubt she'll hear that if she's. What do we see? What's the French frigate? Look at that. Hold on to see if I see Snooky. No, it's not. Sometimes I hear her, right, and then 2 minutes later she'll come in. Right, what's this doing in France? Well, it's definitely taking the crazies away. Some of them. There's definitely some trickery though going on. some trickery. I wonder if we need to ask this again. Right. I feel as if it's taking some of the crazies away because the people are going to reject them. But you'd have thought that would have been the opposite way about. You'd have thought that was, something for New Zealand would have went to France and taken, but wow, do you know what I'm saying? It might be taking finances away for New Zealand. It's only half answering. Sometimes when that happens, it's not ready to answer. That one to do. So we might have to ask it again. I might have to, because I'm going to do one on France. So maybe if it doesn't answer, hold that over and ask it, because it might be more to do with France than it has to do in New Zealand. Okay, but we'll see what happens. We'll see if it answers. Still seeing it taking people away. Money and riches and people, crazies. See, before, was it just before, the scary flu? Did celebrities all decide to go to New Zealand? Because I feel as if it's celebrities are leaving. But why would it be French? I feel as if it's definitely people leaving New Zealand, it's not coming in. It's collecting somebody. Oh right, it's definitely collecting somebody. I can't get a right read on it. So it's maybe that happens sometimes. It's maybe just not ready to say. So I'll maybe leave that and switch it, as in and try and incorporate it into what's going on in France. It's something to do with commitment. Was it New Zealand's commitment that's been tested? Something that's been tested. Right, so it half answered it. Catherine, I half answered it. So it's got me asking more questions. It's providing more questions than it has answered. So sometimes that does happen though, sometimes it's just not ready to tell you. Right, so the rest I'll hold on over for quickfire questions, okay? Because that's about 12:30. But we'll see what else there is. Right, so that was Carmen. I usually leave them highlighted so that I can, write them down. So Kimberly, I'll keep your question for quick fire questions, right? So, and that'll be up Monday. Okay. Glasgow. Glasgow. Evie, that girl. I'm from New Zealand. Hiya. See if there's anybody else I've not seen. What was that? It's alright, Karen, no fear. Kathleen, I'm inclined to agree with you. There are still too many asleep. I feel as if it's too many are still too comfortable. They're still too comfortable. That was the guy from the script, the guitarist for the script. He's passed away. He just before I was coming on. Yeah, I thought it was the lead singer. Died in his sleep, I think. Oh no, a short illness. A short illness. Judith, I'll hold yours over to quick fire questions as well. Okay, so I've got that highlighted, so that should be your questions should get answered on Monday. Okay, Monday my time. I usually try and put them on about 10, so that'll be morning. Is that morning? No, that's it. Aye, it's morning your time. Because I like to have them there for when you come in from your work. Or when you're there, and I usually like to come into the comments just so I can talk. Did I say hello to Lockie? I don't think I did. Good day all. A bit late this morning, laughing out loud again, getting better at listening to you at times to playback. Can't mind like a catch off, love hugs and all. Oh my goodness. So I'll keep that highlighted now because I want to see what that documentary was. So I'm going to highlight that so I can see what that documentary is. The Queen actually went in 2012. Hi everyone, great show. I have to catch on with it later as I have. Oh, I have to move my sorry self for an appointment this morning. So we'll all say hello when AB gets back. Just came back from the local pub. So nice that people are still having a good time despite all this shite. Exactly, exactly, exactly. We don't need our power back. We need to step into. And we need to realise that we hold the power. We need to realise that. Linda said no one is talking about the third dam, but there is huge damage above the two official dams. It is on private property, uh, being kept away. Years ago, there were big arguments about water allocation. Oh, why doesn't that surprise me? Private blinking property. I mean, it's out the Monroes here. So who put the Monroes down there? It was, I mean, did you build them? No, you didn't. You didn't have them to sell. Honest to God, they would, honestly, if they could bottle of air, they would sell it. No. Morning, Anisha. Morning, Cannon's whole family. Just seeing if there's anybody I forgot. Oh, there we go. There's a question from Tonya. I've highlighted that question, Tonya, okay? I think that was everybody. Oh, there's Jennifer. Hi, Karen. Do you see any nuclear explosions occurring anywhere on our planet? Jennifer, I don't see it. I'm going to read on it, but I don't see any because if there was, the planet would be finished. So I don't see any. I feel as if it's all fear. It's all fear based. Nuclear accidents, yeah, there've been a few of them. But to do it deliberately, a big explosion that would take out the planet, no, I don't think so. But I feel, I mean, the fear's coming from our governments. It's to keep the people in a perpetual state of fear. But I'm going to read on that anyway, Jennifer, so I've highlighted it anyway. Oh, there you go. Jennifer saying that she said a new political party called. See these words. I'm going to have a wee stab at it. Is it a Torah? A Torah. A Torah. I think it's a Torah. Coming in New Zealand. Can you see if this will be successful? So we'll have a wee look at that. I maybe will incorporate that kind of thing as well in the read on in New Zealand. Yeah, thank you, Tony. I put them in capital letters because it's easier for me to find. Because when this finishes, if I've not highlighted them, I can't find them again. Because I'd need to go through the whole 2.5, well, it's nearly 3 hours. You'll be going for your lunch soon. Hi, Julie. I'm awake in Taurus, and the white is for my children, and we do not have to pay taxes or have a license. I'm in North Carolina, but yes, ma'am, good to hear a cool accent. Oh, thank you, Julie. Thank you. I know. I mean, see, it's a case of that's what I said. We should all be asking why. Why? Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I'm going to kind of think about you know, the private readings in a wee minute. I should have made that clear right enough. Snooky sleeping in the bed, tired after her holiday. You see, she went to my friend's. Ryan that comes over to help me. She went to his house. She was a bit kind of frightened. Well, not frightened. She was a bit kind of. I says antisocial. He says she kind of had because I took in her wee basket over, so she was hiding in her wee basket. And then by the fourth day, no, by the second day, oh, she was away pudding. God's a fed you know, he's like, God's a fed that. But see, when I come back, she wouldn't talk to me. No. Oh, ow, no. She wouldn't, she even turned her back. She turned her back to me, no. Then got, had Crispies. And then, the wee crispy crunch, the wee cat snacks, the wee crispy snacks that, when it was sent over from New Zealand, I went and got them and she ate them and she looked at me and I went to pet her and she went away and walked away. So she was enough. She was enough. Don't get me started in the Catholic Church. Hey, did anybody hear about the Dalai Lama? Now, I can't believe there's some people, some psychics, some try to defend him. I thought if that's what he does in public, what does he do in private? If for those of you who don't know, he's supposed to have said to that wee boy, that young boy that went up to meet him, to suck on his tongue. There's no defence for that. I'm sorry, there's absolutely none. And then they'll try to say that it might have had dementia. Well, I'm sorry, but that makes it even worse. Does that mean he's forgotten what he used to do? Allegedly. Wow. USC here, thanks for your time. Thanks for coming in. What I usually do and what I will be doing, Julie, is I'm going to do one in Mr. T. Whether you like him or not, I don't know, right? But one for the USA, but I've got to put it on Twitch. Because YouTube being YouTube, not only doesn't know like you talk about Mr. T, but it doesn't seem to like you talk about the USA. So I'll let you know when I'm doing, because I'll be doing it. I had one on Mr. T, but I need to update it. Because everything is updating fast. So I'll let you know when it's on Twitch so that you can go and watch it, because I can't put it on here because I don't want to put the channel in jeopardy. But I will be kind of incorporating the USA as well. Oh, there's Kathy. Hi, Karen, so far, first time I've got you live. Hi, Kathy. It's probably the time change for both, for us, for over here and in New Zealand. Let's see for anybody else. The cancels and military and been happening around May, June, July. They happen a lot. Yeah, I mean, it's when people say, "Oh, it's the vapor that's coming out of the jets." Yep. Yeah. I remember that said as well, Donna. I'll get that they won't. I'll get that they won't be able to. Julie, as somebody says, in case you didn't know, right, this is just for news and current affairs, okay? News and current affairs, alright? You're a very nice lady. Thanks very much. Do you know, Louisa, does anybody remember? I say it's nearly 1 o'clock. I'll be here to 2. So you better go and get your lunch. You'll need your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner when I'm doing lives. Anybody that knows me knows that once I start, I can't stop. Right, but does anybody remember? I can't remember what year it was, but I remember it was 9/11, and it was like the anniversary of 9/11, and Hillary had taken ill. Now, I never ever thought she'd taken ill. I thought there was something going on because she collapsed, and I remember her shoe was left at the door because she looked as if she was going into what I would have termed was, because I thought it was FBI. I thought it was FBI, and she got put into the car. And she was never the same after that. And then they said, "Oh, she's fine now," and she's a different person. I said, "Geez, old man, I wish, that's bloody face. I mean, she'll give it as if she was about 30 years younger. Not that I'm inviting the FBI to come get me. No, thanks. Even though I'll be 30 years younger, no, just stay where you are. The only thing I want is a flaming spaceship to come and just take me just for a wee while to get me off the planet, just to recharge my batteries. Oh, but did anybody remember that? She looked a bit 30 years younger. She didn't even look like the same person who went in to that car. Which I always thought, and you might, was it Louise that said that? I always thought that something went on that day. Something went on. Because I think the bodies were beginning to pile up. Did you see that? Was it you, Tony? Did you see that picture that came out the other day there of her? Was it Twitter I seen it on? I can't remember. Oh, it might have been Telegram I seen it on where she looked as if she was no longer here. She was no longer here. And she's got the giggles. Was that was that when I realised I was trying to say frigate? Oh, you just get used to me. You just anybody that's new here. I am a very serious psychic. I'm serious when I'm reading, but I feel as if we've got to have fun as well here because we've got to raise our vibrations and not have fear. Because I mean, have you ever seen them? They're feeding off that fear that much that they must have gained a few pounds. Anyway, anybody else here that I haven't said hello to? I haven't said hello to. Oh, there's Barbara Ann. I haven't said hello to you. Why was Joe Biden and Hunter in Ireland? That's another thing, because I've just done one in Ireland. So maybe do a wee follow up, because I want to know myself why they're there. Yeah, Amanda. Okay. As I said, they're still far too comfortable. I'm alright, Jack. My life's fine. Oh, there's Maggie. Hi, Maggie. Just tuned in. Well, we have to start. We'll have to start at the beginning. Hi, Karen and all. Hi, Maggie. Right. I think that's us this time. Every time I say I think that's us this time. Right, I'll get that as well, eBay. Oh, there we go. Hi and thank you. As a New Zealand Post correct, I can't believe people still. Oh, for God's sake! Real, I hope no. I hope no. They put out the post. I mean, people, your readers on the voted for they're installed. I mean, we get Rishi Sunak installed, and now we've had Hamza Yusuf installed. The only thing that you can do is not. I mean, it seems the whole population said no, we're not going. We're not going to vote. What would you do? They're going to have a mandate to govern, but you will still get. And I can't say I do. You would still get people who would still vote. I mean, all right. So Jamie's in New Zealand. Oh, I better go. I mean, this is when I go get here. That's a question as well. Oh, there's Rebel Yell as well. Good morning, Karen and all the Soul family. Billy, but we'll go back and check over the other questions. Love and light. Same to you. I'm going to do one in emergency alert. I wonder because I'm not having it on, but I'll go on to Twitter and see what it's all about. I mean, it's a case of you'll not be able to turn it off until you physically go in there and turn it off. You're like, how the hell did you get a hang with my phone? How did they get all the phone numbers? How did they get everybody's phone number? I think I've said hello to everybody this time. Oh no, I'm never saying that. Somebody else who comes in. Lynn, Will Zealand or surrounding New Zealand. Ryson. Oh, right, well, I'll put that. I've got that question. Right, so I've got that highlighted. Right, I think that's us. Every time I say I think that's us this time, I see somebody else I've not seen. Oh, see, there's Peter. I've not said hello to Peter today. The only problem with wishing on rainbow, the rainbow has many colours. Aye. And you can never find the end of it. You can't find the end of a rainbow. Yes, exactly. Can we all send love and peace to standby women events happening now in New Zealand? Yep. I mean, have you seen them though? It's as if they're unhinged. Absolutely unhinged. Jelly, did that say hello to you? Government. Hey, all the money's gone. I feel as if every country's bankrupt. You too, Sarah. Have a wonderful weekend. Oh, there's Heather. Hello, I just caught you. Hi, Heather. Oh, and there's Andrew. Hi, Karen. Question. The Twitter Donny onto something. I'll need to have a wee look. To see. I mean, I'll have a wee read on it, but I'll need to go and see what it is. Thank you, Karen. Bye all. I'm off to the spa. My birthday present. Oh, that's good. There we go. I think that's it. I think that's lovely to hear your accent. Thank you, Heather. Right, so I think that's us this time. So I'll be back on, right, Patreon, I'll be back on Sunday morning, my time, so I think it's Sunday night your time, okay? 8 o'clock, so whatever time that is at your side, okay? So, private readings are, what different, yeah, right, so if you want a private reading, it's the third eye tarot at gmail.com, okay? So, you can let me know. Alright. Anyway, I'll probably put it in the thing with the link somewhere, okay? Because I forgot to put it on. I was that busy trying to get back into it. Okay, so I'll see you on. Well, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about maybe getting another wee live, okay? Another wee live done, okay? And I'll go. Have a lovely weekend, and I'll speak soon. All right. Bye for now.